2016 is coming to a close, which means it's time to leave video game land behind and spend the holidays with grandma. December was home to both the Game Awards and PlayStation Experience, so we got plenty of new trailers and announcements, and some were far more memorable than others. Let's get to the top 10 stories, shall we? Number 10, Uncharted 4 Story DLC. If you thought Naughty Dog was done with Uncharted 4, you'd be wrong. The Lost Legacy is a standalone story chapter, one that the developer says is shorter than Uncharted 4 itself, but longer than the Last of Us' Left Behind expansion. Chloe Frazer was strangely absent from the most recent game, but she and Nadine are taking the reins this time, as the reveal trailer showed them exchanging fists with some military guards. We'll definitely be hearing more about this lost chapter soon. Number 9, Knack 2 announced. Speaking of games you thought were finished, Knack is coming back with a sequel that you probably weren't asking for. Designer Mark Cerny said there's a lot of room to explore in that world, and if the reveal trailer is anything to go by, part of that exploration means playing the game in co-op. No release date was given, but Knack 2 will likely be headed exclusively to PS4. Number 8, PewDiePie'S deleted channel. When it comes to YouTube, there's no name bigger than PewDiePie. His videos were already some of the most popular on the site, but the YouTuber vowed to delete his entire channel if he reached 50 million subscribers. Then he hit that milestone, and true to his word, PewDiePie deleted his channel. Except it wasn't his primary channel, but rather an alternate account with far less views and subscribers. That Swede is an expert troll. Number 7, Death Stranding's new trailer. The gaming world loves Hideo Kojima, but more than that, they love dissecting his trailers. New footage at PSX revealed both Guillermo del Toro and Mads Mikkelsen in-game, plus a bunch of shots of baby dolls and tanks and weird tentacles. Kojima later said the trailer was full of, quote, various hints and misleads, so the internet started digging through the footage again. At this point, we should probably just wait for some real gameplay details. Number 6, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite revealed. You should know by now that a lot of games were announced at PSX, and you can add Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite to the list. The debut footage looked gorgeous, as Ryu, Mega Man, Iron Man, and Ms. Marvel all duked it out on a rooftop. A second trailer also confirmed Captain America and Morrigan for the roster. The fighter is coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC sometime in 2017. But if you can't wait until then, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is available at a reduced price on PS4 right now. Number 5, Super Mario Run's Bittersweet launch. The most famous video game character is on one of the most popular mobile devices in the world. So Super Mario Run should be a win-win, right? Analyst group SuperData even predicted it would make $60 million in its first month. But Super Mario Run's launch wasn't too hot. It topped 10 million downloads on day one, but the $10 price tag and always online requirement were not very well received. As of this video, the game is sitting at a 2.5-star rating. Nintendo shares fell, and SuperData lowered its projection to only 15 million in the first month. Sorry, Mario. Number 4, Remastered PlayStation Classics. Speaking of games coming to new platforms, a whole batch of PlayStation Classics are making their way to PS4. We already knew that the Crash Bandicoot games were being remastered, but we got our first look at the Insane trilogy at PSX. On the same stage, Sony also announced the Wipeout Omega Collection, plus PS4 remasters for Parappa the Rapper, Patapon, and Loco Roco. You've got to be a fan of at least one of those, and now you'll be able to play the definitive version. Number 3, more Nintendo Switch games announced. Nintendo had its own list of games to announce too. We already knew that Zelda Breath of the Wild and LEGO City Undercover were coming to the Switch, but that's not all. Dragon Quest XI has also been confirmed for the system, and Banjo-Kazooie's spiritual successor Yooka-Laylee has been cancelled on Wii U in favor of a Switch version. 2 indie games, Seasons of Heaven and The Sacred Hero, are both coming in 2018. And it's just a few short weeks until Nintendo's big Switch livestream, where we'll hear even more about the official launch lineup. Number 2, all the holiday events. It is that time of year, and video games all over have been getting into the holiday spirit. Destiny's The Dawning reintroduces the Sparrow Racing League, Street Fighter V has new holiday costumes, Hitman's Paris map has been updated with Christmas trees and new targets. The list just goes on and on. And of course, GameSpot's own Game of the Year Overwatch got a batch of new costumes, sprays, voice lines, and all sorts of presents with the Winter Wonderland update. It really is the most wonderful time of the year. Number 1, The Last of Us sequel confirmed. We're going back to PSX with this one. The Last of Us can certainly stand on its own, but Sony's showcase ended with the reveal of The Last of Us Part 2. Ellie's all grown up, Joel is getting up there, and that's really all we know. The game is in very early stages of development after all, but the team at Naughty Dog is loaded with master storytellers, so we expect big things. No release window has been given, but don't be surprised to see this coming exclusively to PS4. And those are the biggest stories of December. With that, we're closing out the year. Join us in 2017 for more video game news, reviews, gameplay videos, and anything else you could want. From all of us here at GameSpot, we hope you had a happy holiday and a great new year.